Hi. Okay, here's my warning. If you don't want to see a video that is someone talking about sex and multiple sclerosis quite candidly, then please turn off this video now and move on to something else. And thanks for watching. Hope to see you in one of my other videos. Bye! If you've stayed, welcome. I just want to talk about sex and MS in a way that I don't see many people talk about on the internet. I always see a lot of information about intimacy. It can affect sexual intimacy, or MS can affect your sexual function. But what does that mean? What I really want to talk about tonight is numbness and sex and MS. I have been in this relapse now for several weeks that has affected my left side. Now what had happened is that my leg was completely numb. I couldn't feel it. Now I can feel it, but what's happened is that parts of it are still numb, parts of it are in tons of pain, like my foot is in pain, my shin is in pain, but you know, whatever. But I started to get a few days ago this weird feeling in my stomach, like an itch, like a phantom itch, and then a little bit of pain, and then it sort of turns to numbness. Now this weird feeling goes down from my stomach, down to my groin, down to my labia or labia majora, and then down my leg. I did miss a spot. Yes, and I'm going to just, you know what, I'm just going to throw it out there and tell you. The left hand side of my clitoris, or clitoris as some people say, I don't know which is correct, is slightly numb. And it's very strange feeling. Like if I'm not going to demonstrate, but if I touch those spots, it just feels really, really weird. So, you know, the first thing you think of when you wake up with something like this is, oh God, can I have an orgasm? And happily the answer is yes. Now, there's 2.5 million people or more in the world who have MS. There has to be one other person who has felt this way, but I have not met anyone or spoken to anyone who has ever said that they have this. So if you're that one person or more, feel free to email me and let me know. Anyway, for me it's just the left side, but what if it was the whole thing? You know, what if I was feeling numb everywhere? Well, I would do the exact same thing, which I recommend to do if it's just the left side or just the right side. So, here's my freaky deaky, unsolicited advice about getting your mojo back, or making sure the mojo is there. I recommend motorized, I'm very serious. I'm laughing, sorry, just out of like embarrassment. I recommend motorized sex toys. If you have this kind of feeling, in my opinion, you need to make sure that you can get things working. So, yes, manual stimulation is great, tongue stimulation, whatever. But what I think really does the trick is sex toys that are motorized, you know, battery operated, like the rabbit. Now, I don't know if you know about the rabbit, but okay. If you've seen Sex and the City, then you know about the rabbit, or if you're just someone who's into these things. But the rabbit is a vibrator that has ears that go bzzz, and they stimulate your clitoris. If you have numbness, you must get this. Because, okay, I'm just gonna, this has gone too far. Okay, it's gone too far. As usual, I've gone too far. Center. Okay, I've just told you about my clitoris. I've just told you about my labia majora. What's next? My rectum. I can't feel that either. I actually can't. I cannot. No, that's another thing. How did I discover that I can't feel my rectum really? Just wiping. Just wiping. Yeah, that's what's happened. That's what it's come to. That's what it's come to. People are not talking about this, and people need to know. I can tell you about pain. You know, other people tell you about pain. I can tell you about walking with a cane. I can tell you about fatigue. I can tell you about, you know, steroids and treatment. But, you know, sex is very important. This is like, you know, life, isn't it? Jesus, for me it is. Anyway, I do recommend getting some kind of clitoral stimulator that is battery operated so that the, you know, RPMs or whatever are fast. You need bzzz, you need to get things going. Sex, to me, is like any sport. Is it a sport? It can be. The more you do it, the more you practice, the better you're going to get at it, right? So if you're feeling numb, then you should use that as an opportunity to explore what kind of orgasms that you can get while you're feeling that way. Maybe, you know, your orgasm, instead of being more clitoral, will be deeper inside. You know, you have to kind of go with the flow, if you know what I mean. And don't get scared, because trust me, waking up with like this left labia majora issue and left clitoral issue, you know, made me just want to, you know, just get right in there. And I did. And I'm telling you, it's totally fine. Totally fine. I am married, by the way. So down in the comments box, please don't write anything too weird from this video. I just want to put things out there that are not out there, and things that I want to talk about.